Hello, my name is Isaac Rosales, and I will be working on the assignment about Roger Bozzoli from NASA. So the first question is, what could have not NASA done differently? There's a lot that could have been done. The first thing is communication was terrible. People weren't being bold. People weren't owning up to, hey, this is wrong. The other thing is I think the other problem with communication is that there's not enough transparency, and I think why people didn't speak up was because of fear, and that's not being transparent, and you need to be able to see all the options and then let's go work on this. But I think there was a problem with fear and people not being bold. Secondly, with due to weather, I think that should have been something took into consideration because I work in at a engineering company, and with like metals or rubber, like for example O-rings, like the heat's gonna like expand things and the cold condenses things. So I think that was something that they should have really considered, and they did, but it should have been put out there for sure more. Lastly, there needs to be a lot of protocols, even if it's annoying, it's monotonous, it's repetitive. People's lives are at stake, and when people's lives are at stake, it doesn't matter how long this takes. We're gonna go through everything so that we can make sure we did do everything so that this did not happen. For Roger, um, I mean, I understand sometimes it can be super hard to be bold and be confident, especially in situations where you're not as powerful or you feel like you want to be liked or whatever it is. But he needed to be way more bold about, hey guys, I see this flaw in the O-rings and whatever. And even though they might have had meetings, whatever, he needed to be bold. And if that meant losing his job or his career, because I mean, at the same time, people's lives are at stake, and sometimes you need to take big risks to make big things happen. And to be honest, I think if that was something that they looked at, I think a lot of one we don't know, but for sure would have been less likely that explosion would have happened. Lastly, what do you see as your future generation professional responsibilities in relation to both being loyal to management and protecting the public welfare? Well, I think being loyal is watching out for people's safety, or even if people don't like what you're doing in the beginning, you're thinking about short term and long term future, even if that means not being liked by others. And because I mean, sometimes you're not gonna be liked by everyone, and honestly, that decision that could have been made could have protected a lot of people physically and emotionally. And because I think people think being loyal is being quiet or not saying anything or whatever, but being loyal is thinking about, okay, how does this affect people long term? And I think if you need to do things that are bold and people don't like it, you're still being loyal to morals. Thank you very much.